Khan Academy Kids. It's story time. Will you read with me?
That Won't Float by Cynthia Platt. One rainy day, Cody went to visit Sandy. "We can't play outside," Sandy told Cody. "What should we do?" "Let's play sink or float," Cody said. One rainy day, they found a large container and filled it with water. "We need to be careful," Sandy exclaimed. "We don't want to spill any." "We're always careful," Cody replied. "I'll try this ball first," said Cody. "It's light, so I bet it'll float." "I've chosen this rock," Sandy replied. "It's heavy, so it'll probably sink." The ball bobbed to the top and the rock sank down. "Our predictions were right," Cody said. "I'd guess this wooden block will sink too," Sandy said. "It feels heavy." When she put the block in, though, it didn't sink. Instead, it bobbed on the surface like the ball did. "My prediction wasn't right that time," she told Cody. "My turn. I'll try this dinosaur," Cody said. "That won't float," Sandy replied. "It's too big." "It won't float," Cody agreed, "because it's going to..." "Cannonball!" Cody exclaimed. Water splashed everywhere. Cody and Sandy were as wet as the dinosaur. "Oh my," Sandy said. "Why'd you do that?" "Because it's fun to get wet," Cody replied. "You're right," Sandy agreed. "Look, the sun has come out. How do you feel about going for a swim?" "Let's do it," Cody said. It turned out they both liked to cannonball too.
What will float? Do you remember what happened in the story? Ball. Oops. What will float? Do you remember what happened in the story? Tap two things. Marble. Wooden block. Ball. Nice work. In the story, the ball and the wooden block floated. Now let's look at some words from the story. This is the word can. Make the contraction can't, which means can not. Super! You spelled can. That's the contraction. Can't, which means can not. This is the word I. Make the contraction l. Super! You spelled I l. That's the contraction. I'll, which means I will. This is the word they. Make the contraction r. Cool! You spelled they r. That's the contraction. There, which means they are. Tap the contraction that means let us. In the sentence, let's play sink or float. Awesome! Let's is the contraction that means let us. Tap the contraction that means do not. In the sentence, we don't want don't. Good thinking! Don't is the contraction that means do not. Tap the contractions that mean I will. And It will. In the sentences. I'll try this ball first. I bet it'll float. It'll. I'll. Super! I'll is the contraction that means I will. And it'll is the contraction that means it will. Match the words to their contraction. Great work! You matched the words to their contraction. Now pretend to test some of these things to see if they sink or float. What do you think will happen? Maybe you can try it at home too.
Wowie wow wow! Look at these awesome gifts! Which one will you pick?